Hello everyone. In this particular video, I'm going to answer a very important question about gap years. Okay, this is a question that is asked a lot. मैम हमारे गैप ईयर है 1 साल का है 2 साल का है 3 साल का है all sorts of numbers. Then there are always these questions that ma'am at this time I was doing this work, or I was not doing anything, or I was not well. There are so many reasons. But the fear is, will it affect my CAT admission? Will it affect my chances to get into those dream IIMs or dream top colleges? A lot of students have this question, guys, and if you do, you're not alone. Okay, the reason that I have to make this video today is because this question is asked so many times. That means that, there are lots and lots of students who are in the same boat as you are. Okay, so in this video I'm going to answer all your questions regarding gap year, and trust me, it's going to be a short video because I really don't want you to wait for 30 or 40 minutes before you actually get the answer, and I don't even want you to keep scrolling and fast forwarding the video. So just listen to it. It's going to be a short video and it's going to cover most of the points on your mind. Okay, so gap year, how to justify it. See, before we get started, let me remind all of you that we have the All India Scholarship Tests. Okay, and these scholarship tests are conducted every Sunday by us. So the next Sunday, that's 15th of June, there's a scholarship test. The window is open for 12 hours. So make sure that you give it. You can win up to 90% scholarships to our courses. Okay, so guys, let's get started. Now, reasons for gap year. Now, the reasons could be multifarious. I'm sure all of you would fall under one of these 6 reasons. If not, of course, it would be others. So most commonly, students say that they were preparing for CAT. They gave the CAT last year. The scores were not as expected. So they plan to take another year off and prepare for CAT because they wanted to get into that dream college. So you must be preparing for CAT, or you must be preparing for 𝐂𝐚𝐥𝐸. You are preparing for other examinations, for other courses. This usually happens, agar aapka gap year hai after the 12th examination, a lot of students are preparing for different streams also. They wouldn't even have thought of doing an MBA, right? And this also happens after your graduation. Also, there are a lot of students who are preparing for civil service examinations or banking examinations, and then that's not working, or they had a sudden change of heart. बहुत सारे students आते हैं जो बोलते हैं कि मैम हमने SSC एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर किया है, हमने बैंकिंग एग्जाम के लिए प्रिपेयर किया ऑलरेडी, UPSC के लिए प्रिपेयर किया, तो हमको थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड है इन सब चीज़ों का, एग्जामिनेशंस के लिए काफ़ी प्रिपेयर किया है, बट गैप ईयर हो गया. ओके, again, very common, pursuing hobbies or passions. Just the other day, I had a student mention that he has a gap year because he was pursuing music. I've had students who have been pursuing music, or who have been pursuing professional sports, or just other hobbies or passion, you wanted to just explore. So you were pursuing hobbies or passions. Non-significant internships, non-significant work experience. You have work experience, you were working during this duration, but let's say it was at your father's business. So you do not know whether that would count. Would it be significant? Would it be non-significant? You are calling it non-significant. Non-significant internships, 2 महीने का internship कर लिया, 3 महीने का internship कर लिया, 4 महीने का कहीं job कर लिया, थक गए, छोड़ दिया, कैट के लिए प्रिपेयर नहीं कर पा रहे थे, सैलरी इतनी अच्छी नहीं थी, वर्क आवर्स ज़्यादा लग रहे थे. So you decided to leave because you wanted to focus on CAT, or you wanted to, you just switched. Okay, medical issues, again, important. A lot of students, either it could be medical issue with you, or it could be a medical issue with your family, because of which you were not able to commit to your preparation, or, to converting. Or, of course, if you don't fall under the 6 reasons, you will fall under the others category. But the reason that there are so many reasons is because there are so many people who have experienced this, and this is a real-time feedback that, okay, these are the issues, these are the reasons, and, this is your real justification. Okay, so now, guys, how do you justify it, and would it really matter? Now, would it matter? Honestly, it could go either ways. Okay, it could be a yes or a no. Yes, it could matter. It could affect, or hamper your chances of getting into that college, or no, it would not. Okay, that answer, whether it's yes or no, depends largely on you and how you take care of it during the interview. Okay, so listen very carefully. See, would it matter? First of all, most of the times, let me give you a reassurance, most of the times it does not matter. provided you can justify it. Okay, if you can justify it, we'll come to that. If you can justify it, it will not matter, provided your justification is honest, it's genuine, it's reasonable, it's well supported. I'll tell you what well supported means. And you come across as sincere and honest and genuine, of course it would not matter. Okay. Now, first of all, like, what happens around the gap year? See, when, first of all, you have to be very clear about it, that when does this topic really matter? It matters in interviews. Okay, when you go on to the interview stage, that's when this question of the gap year really pops up, and it is discussed. So firstly, don't be the one to pop the bubble. Okay, आप खुद जाके इंटरव्यू में खुद को इस मतलब खुद इंट्रोड्यूस मत कर देना इस चीज को. Like for example, if you go into an interview and they ask you, you know, tell something about yourself or whatever, so आप खुद ही बोल दोगे कि, you know, in these words that, you know, I had a gap year, or for 1 year I was not able to concentrate, or I was not able to prepare, or I was not able to give my all, or I was sitting at home, or I was unemployed, or I was idle. You know, first of all, you don't bring it up. Okay, you have to be very careful and calculated of the words that come out of your mouth in an interview. You should not bring it up. मतलब अपने पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी तो पहले तो मत मारो. See, they have your resume, they have your profile. Okay, they've of course gone through it. Okay, and they know that, okay, this is what it is. You have completed your graduation this year, and you are sitting in front of us this year. What happened in between? Right? It's clearly visible to them, and they will ask you. Okay, so when it is asked, please be honest and genuine, and justify in well, you know, in a well articulated manner. So the way you answer this question is what is really going to matter. Okay, for example, let's pick up a reason. Let's say you were preparing for CAT. Now you think in your head that you are coming out as a failure, क्योंकि I was preparing, अरे 1 साल prepare किया फिर भी नहीं हुआ, 2 साल prepare किया फिर भी नहीं हुआ, 3 साल prepare किया फिर भी नहीं हुआ. I have had students who are now into IIMs, like IIM Bangalore for that matter, and you know, 3 years tak they were preparing for the CAT examination. Now, how do you justify that? You will justify that by, you know, your words should come out positively. It's not like, you know, I didn't get it, or I couldn't make it, or I could not put in my best effort, or my first year was just a trial, and then I took it up seriously. And then, you know, these kind of words should not flow out of your mouth. Okay, it should be more of positive reinforcement. Ki theek hai, you know, these are the reasons. I was preparing for the CAT examination because I was very determined that these are the colleges, or these are the institutions, or this is the percentile that I was aiming for. So until I got there, I gave it my best. Right? Did you understand the difference between the two answers? Right? One is, okay, you're determined. You're goal oriented, and you're working towards it, and you've worked towards it, and that's why you're sitting in that interview. The other is, you know, you realized it late. बत्ती लेट जली, मैंने ध्यान नहीं दिया, मैंने सोचा नहीं, and all of that. So don't let it go down that negative reinforcement line. It has to be negative line. It has to be a positive reinforcement. Preparation for other examinations, of course, you know, you say that initially you were preparing for those examinations. That was your goal. Okay, पर ऐसे मत बोलना कि अरे वो नहीं हुआ तो मैंने MBA करने का सोचा. No, then you realized eventually or later that, you know, you would want to prepare for this examination, and MBA is more suited a career for you, okay, or, you know, a path for you. And this could be because of the internships that you had done, because of the experience that you had gained, because of the knowledge that you had undertaken during this gap year. So it has to be कि आप उस time कुछ कर रहे थे. You were doing something. Either you were preparing, you were honing your skills, you were studying, okay, you were working towards a goal. You were pursuing internships, okay, but internships, guys, I'll come to this. You were working, okay, you were pursuing a hobby or a passion. Most of the students have that, and, you know, they feel that, would it really matter if I was into music or if I was into cricket, and how will I justify this? Trust me, that could be a great talking point. But you have to be good at it, guys. Because see, आपने 1 साल दिया है उस चीज को, या 2 साल दिया है, अपनी लाइफ दी है अभी तक की, और अभी आप शिफ्ट करने का सोच रहे हो, आपको उस फील्ड के बारे में नॉलेज होना, like you have to be prepared कि you will be questioned a lot on that. Like I've had a student who converted into 𝐼𝐸𝐴𝐻 Shillong, and his passion was music. So he shared a very interesting experience about his interview, and he said that how he actually maneuvered the conversation towards that topic. So he said that, I'm a classical singer, I'm professional, and I've been pursuing this for so many years. And then all the questions that followed for a few minutes were related to music, technicalities of music, details of music, and he was able to answer that beautifully. And that's why he got that seat. I had a student who was into cricket, and they actually asked her the measurements of the field and the wicket and all of that, and she was able to answer it. Even if you're not, it's okay. 1 or 2 questions, if you're not able to answer it, it's fine. But if you're pursuing hobbies or passion, use that as your strength and actually maneuver that. But you should have some, मतलब ऐसे नहीं है कि ठीक है, मतलब it should be at some level, or it should be that you have in-depth knowledge about it, that you wanted to do something out of it. You were giving competition, you were attending competitions, or playing at a certain level, so it should be relevant. Internships, guys, just for the sake of doing internships, if you say, they're very smart enough to catch it. So again, be prepared, guys. If you're doing internships or gathering work experience during this period, you should have knowledge in that field. Okay, अगर आप NGOs में काम कर रहे हो उस duration में, it's very good because they really like that you come from a varied background. बट उस टाइम 2 महीने का भी इंटर्नशिप है ना एनजीओ में, तो मतलब मन लगा के, लाइक दिल आस्क यू क्वेश्चंस, ओके व्हाट डिड यू लर्न फ्रॉम इट, व्हाट वर योर एक्सपीरियंसेस, व्हाट डिड यू गेन, हाउ डू यू थिंक दिस प्रॉब्लम कैन बी बेटर सॉल्व्ड. सो दे विल क्वेश्चन you in detail about it. Okay, if you say, okay, you did a finance internship, be very careful to be able to answer. You were investing in the stock market, be very careful to answer how did you go about analyzing it, what were your experiences, what were your profits, and this and that. So my only point is that आप कुछ भी बोलो, एक तो पॉजिटिवली उसको बोलना, उसको पेश करना, उसको प्रेजेंट करना. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, डोंट ब्रिंग इट अप योरसेल्फ, वेट टिल इट हैज बीन ब्रॉट अप. आफ्टर दैट पुट अ वेरी पॉजिटिव गुड स्पिन ऑन इट. अच्छे से मतलब उसको पेश करना है हमको, एंड बी प्रिपेयर्ड टू आंसर all sorts of questions related to that. It should look like you were genuinely doing something during that period of time. Medical issues, of course, that cannot be questioned much deeply on. It's unfortunate, and of course they would understand it. So how to justify it would actually depend upon your knowledge during that field, in that field. So do make sure that you have prepared well, the basics of whatever. It could be an internship or work experience or hobby or passion. Now the next question is, now you already have had a gap year, right? Till now you didn't do much. It was just preparation. Next question that they ask is, okay, CAT 2025 is nearing. Should I do an internship now? Or should I get work experience now? So guys, with just 5 months left to the CAT examination, I honestly see, if you're well prepared, you've covered all your bases, you're giving all the mocks, you're getting all the scores, then go ahead. If you're not, okay, then doing something for just 4 or 5 months would not be something so substantial. ठीक है, अगर आप एक जॉब भी कर लोगे 4-5 महीने की, या वर्क इंटर्नशिप भी कर लोगे 2-3 महीने की, वो इतना ज़्यादा मतलब अच्छा कुछ करेगा नहीं. इट विल नॉट डू वंडर्स फॉर यू, बट इट विल डू हार्म कैसे करेगा? इट इज डाइवर्टिंग यू फ्रॉम कैट प्रिपरेशन. फिर एक और गैप ईयर के चांसेस हो सकते हैं, तो वो सोच लो. सो करेंटली इफ इट्स ऑल गुड, ठीक है, फाइनेंशियली वगैरह आपको इतनी दिक्कत नहीं है कि आप प्रोवाइड करो अभी इमीडिएटली, आप स्टडीज में अपना फोकस कर सकते हो. अभी इस वक्त मैं बोलूँगी कि कैट 2025 अगर आपका गोल है, तो पहले इनिशियली आप अपने कैट स्कोर्स को पक्का करो. वो 99.99% बोलेगा ना, तो वो गैप ईयर नहीं बोलेगा, राइट? फोकस ऑन द कंट्रोलेबल्स नाउ. ओके, सो फॉरगेट द अनकंट्रोलेबल. आई हैव फेल्ड, आई हैव अ गैप ईयर. जो हो गया वो हो गया. यू कैन नॉट गो बैक टू द पास्ट एंड चेंज दैट. Don't stress over it. Don't worry about it. Focus now on that controllable, that CAT score, that great interview performance, right? So you focus on that, you nail that, nobody can stop you. Okay? So yeah, if CAT 2026 is your goal, then you can probably do something about it. You can sign up for courses relevant to the career that you want to pursue, so that you get knowledge in that particular field also. You can sign up for internships, which are again relevant credible internships, not just जुगाड़ लगा के internship मिल गया वाला types, पापा ने दिला दिया या मम्मा ने दिला दिया types वाला. Focus mainly on knowledge enhancement and actually be able to learn something during this period. Okay, that could apply even for, if you get into even like a work experience, do it. Fine, for CAT 2026 I'm saying this, do it, but you should gain knowledge from that, not just for the sake of doing it, because ultimately you have to justify it and that should actually add value to your resume. Okay, so guys, I hope in this particular video I have answered all your relevant questions. We're conducting a free webinar on Are You Late for CAT 2025, because it's just 5 months left and this is also on your mind. So this will be on Saturday, 14th of June at 9 p.m. by Amit Surana sir. This is a free webinar, so please make sure to watch it. So guys, do subscribe to our batches. Okay, we're coming up with a new batch. We'll make an announcement soon, and take the subscription. You get into these colleges. The pro version also gives you the CAT assured feature. Don't forget to apply the code COREMBA for the best possible discount. Call up this number, guys, for any further queries. Thank you so much for watching the video. Do drop your comments, okay, in the section so that I can make out like how it went down with you. And if you have any further questions, thank you so much.